Well, hello there, and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm your host, Janine Kathleen, and I love helping you understand about words, about thoughts, about feelings, about frequency, about vibration, and about energy. Today, I would like to talk to you about the superpower you have called your intuition. Now, many times people think intuition is gut instinct, or they think it's just a feeling, or there's so many thoughts around it. What if it's a little bit of everything? Let's address the one around gut instinct. When we have that feeling, that understanding, okay, if a bus is bearing down on you and you're being shown to jump, get out of the way of the bus, the danger. That's what gut instinct is about. It's about being aware of the saber-toothed tiger, about danger, about things that may harm us. And it's to go and explore. Is this a memory? Is this a reality? Is this a potential? What is it? Obviously, it's very situation dependent. And this is where journaling is a powerful, powerful thing. Gut instinct also works in that we pick up on other people's energies and vibrations. We get warnings, and it might be warnings about what's going on in their life rather than what's happening in ours. So it's to be aware of it, pay heed to it, definitely pay attention to it, and explore it. We also have our body that is intuitive, our body that has a sense of the weather, of what's best, and what body would like to wear or be or do or have. And when we work with that intuition, we normally have a far more pleasant experience. I have shared this story before, but those of you who are new to me, the one day I was getting dressed, and it was warmish and yet still chilly. And I heard to put on longs and take a jersey with. And I went, the place I'm going to is 30 kilometers away. It's normally much warmer. So I'll just put on shorts. And I started getting in the car and I heard, get a jersey. So I went back and I grabbed a jumper and I went back to the car and off I went. Well, people, I'm sure you know the story. It was really, really, really cold, much colder than where I'd come from, which is highly unusual. And that was my body intuition telling me, hey, we would like to stay warm. Let's make a plan together here. Luckily, I did listen. There was also a bit of soul intuition there as well. Those whispers we hear, those fleeting thoughts that cross our mind, the pictures that pop in or snatches of song, they're all part of our intuition, and they're all part of our superpower of knowing what to create, what to do, and when to do it. It takes practice, people. It also takes a deep trust in ourselves because we seem to get it wrong. Sometimes it's different to getting it wrong. It may be that we just misunderstood what we were getting. And with practice, we start learning the vocabulary of our intuition because each one of us have a different vocabulary. Yes, we may have similarities, and the universe definitely has signs and things for us. It's the way it's interpreted that brings the results. I have learned to get curious and say, okay, can you give me some more information? Is this for me? Is this for somebody else? Is this for a client? Whose is this? Is this mine? Return to sender with love and consciousness attached. Because sometimes I may be picking up on what somebody else's intuition is showing them. And then I go and look for the hook inside of myself and say, okay, what was the hook for that to show up today? And it's as we explore it and work with it, and we get to have fun with it, that life is made much, much more practical, much, much more, it brings more flow. That's the word I'm looking for. It brings much more flow into our life. Some of the most interesting parts of body intuition was one year. I really enjoy hot cross buns. They're spicy buns with raisins or dried fruit in them, and a soft doughy bun. And oh, they are so yummy on my tongue, and not so yummy for my body, because I asked the one day, body, how about some hot cross buns? Well, people, I flew flew away from that. I flew backwards, and it was the most interesting experience. And I actually mentioned it to my body. Body, next time you can just say no. It literally propelled me away from those buns in case I was tempted to pick them up. Luckily, there was no one and no shelves behind me. Otherwise, I would have been propelled into them. Now, normally it's not as extreme as that. And it's to work with your body, learn to trust your intuition and have fun with it. And this is how you activate that superpower of your intuition. It's almost like an inner tuition. I've seen a lot of plays on word around intuition. And to me, the one that really resonates, it's our inner tuition, showing us better ways of doing things, ways that bring more effective results and less strenuous output on our side. It's just so powerful when we tap into it. I've also experienced for myself other parts of intuition and tuning into collective consciousnesses. And it's to be very aware of which collective consciousness you are or unconscious you are tapping into, because sometimes it can be a bit low vibrational and the answers can be low vibrational as well. And so then it brings a bit of chaos rather than creating more ease and flow in our lives. And that's what I help my clients do, is to decide, is this a low vibrational one? Is this a higher vibrational one? And is it actually theirs to move forward with? I love working with my clients and showing them how to tap into their intuition and to tune into it and how to leverage it. Because people, it's like having a gift of something in your hand and you never unwrap it. It's when you unwrap it and you remain in the present that you start exploring it. Now, yes, very much meditation is part of this. So I can already hear people going, oh, and yawning and saying, there she goes again. Yes, there she goes again. Even if it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, stop, breathe, be quiet, calm your mind, and become the observer of your thoughts, your body, and the situation, rather than getting actively involved in it. This tunes us in a much deeper way with our intuition. It also allows us to distinguish between ego, other people's thinking, historical thinking, familial thinking, and our intuition and our soul's promptings. And that soft, quiet voice, some people say it's never strident. Well, when you're in danger, it can be very strident. It's a very deep move now, and I have seen and heard of people's bodies moving now without them even being aware of it, because that's all part of life. What do you do with your intuition? Would you like to know more about exploring it? Please reach out and let me know what comes forward for you. And do you tune into your intuition? I've also seen, on another point, many leaders and, well, all creatives, that is tuning into their intuition and from there into the flow of source energy. It's a beautiful gateway for this. Your intuition, my intuition, is a superpower we all have that we can tune into, leverage, grow with, and use to bring much more peace and flow to ourselves, to our situations, and to people around us. And that is what I would like to share with you today. Come and find me on social media and let's chat. Bye-bye.